Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Conley, and today is Wednesday, June 24th, and we are now 1 week away from the launch of, well, not the launch, but basically this next month moving into July 1st. This is when it stops with the discounted rate that we've had. So that could change, though. That could really change. We could potentially, you never know, it could be pushed out even more just because of some of the stuff that we've gone through with the company and stuff. So I wanted to share with you the purpose of this video today is to make the most of this next week ahead. And I'm going to show you guys some tricks here to, let me go ahead. I'm just going to go and just mute out here, mute all. Let me see here. So I'm going to show you some tricks how to make the best use of this last week here, because 7 days goes by quickly. I think we're at either 6 or 7 days before this discount goes away again, unless they go ahead and extend this. So I've just kind of, I started making a list of things that we can do today and moving forward and encourage our teams to do. And the first thing, I'm going to refer to my note here. Let me look at my phone because I got my notes right here. But the first thing that we can do to make the most out of this next week ahead, and this is what I'm going to be doing every single day moving forward also here, is, let me see, making a list of people to reach out to, okay? This is a lot of fun. I encourage you to do this very early in the morning. It seems like that's when we're the most creative, and it always seems like, Lisa, you're really good. Just getting to know Sally here. Love to know more about you, Sally, and stuff, and your experience. But Lisa, a little background on Lisa. Lisa, what would you say? I'm just going to introduce you real quick because I really appreciate our connection. I appreciate all of our connections. But Lisa has a lot of experience here, Sally, working with just in the natural. Well, I'm gonna let her describe because I want to blow up. But Lisa, go ahead and talk about your experience in the frequency and energetic industry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a healer, a channeler. I'm a divine catalyst. So I use a lot of, I mean, it's funny because I channel a lot of these frequencies myself, you know, without necessarily knowing exactly what hurts. I don't know the exact hurts. But yeah, I definitely channel the energies. And so when this came to me, it was like, yay, because, you know, a lot of people, especially the ones who are chronically ill, they can't do sessions with me, you know, every single week. And while that would be the most transformative for them, that's just not, you know, financially viable for them. Right. So this was, yay, I can get them the same healing without having, yeah, it's you know, because for me, it's not about money. For me, it's about them being healed. And so if this is an avenue for that, then fuck yeah.
Well, it allowed at least one F-bomb on this video. Sally, you want to drop one real quick? So, you know, I think it was really cool, Lisa, and then I'll turn it over to Sally. I just want to get to know, we'll be commercial, and then we'll get into coaching here. But talking about your experience, brief little interview here, Sally. Excuse me, Lisa. Sorry, I'm having some vitamin C. Your experience, I know that you fought off this experience because there's a lot of healers out there and stuff like this. They don't know, they know a lot, but no one knows what they know until they have experienced something. And you kind of fought this opportunity off a little bit. And then you came back around. You're like, gosh dang it, the universe just keeps telling me, you got to get involved in this. Isn't that the case? Wasn't that the case for you?
Yeah, there was a big fat you know, I get pushed by the universe, and I kept saying, yeah, I don't need that. And the universe was like, this isn't for you, sweetheart. Like, open your eyes, listen. I was like, all right, I'm listening. And then I was like, okay, I hear.
What I've noticed is the scalability for healers. I mean, that's what we do is, you know, and I consider myself a healer now just because of this, my help,
definitely.
The amount of lives that I'm touching right now and stuff. And, anyways, but the scalability for a person such as yourself and other people out there, Lisa, to be able to help people and watch this. I mean, you're one person, but we're all connected, obviously. But the ability to scale your business out and have a massive ripple effect across the world, right? It's really nice for healers to be able to scale their business up with this product. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. So we'll go ahead and since there's just the three of us here right now, and there's gonna be a lot of people catch on the replay. Sally, let's just hear your story about Healy, and then we'll move into this training right here, please. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute there, Sally. Okay, thank you, Lisa. I'm just going to leave everyone on mute.
All right. I think I'm unmuted. Well, I started with essential oils and got into the healing effects of this essential oils, which led me to crystals, which the frequency of the crystals are just amazing, which led me to Healy, which is crazy. I also, along my journey, I became a Reiki master practitioner, do aroma touch therapy. So I'm very familiar with frequencies and the importance of aligning our frequency, our body frequencies as far as our health goes. So when I heard about this, it was really, it excited me because like Lisa said, it's another tool in the toolbox to get people healthier.
Right, exactly. And so where are you from at, Sally?
Well, I was originally from North Carolina. We moved down, it's been a roller coaster for us. We moved down to South Carolina last July.
I see.
South Carolina. I originally from New York, moved down to South Carolina last July. So I don't know many people. We moved in, we worked at getting the house together. My husband's health declined in November. Yeah. And so I've been caring for him full time now. So I really haven't met anybody. So that's my challenge in it all.
You got a Healy family though now with you, huh? On the same mission. Yes. That's the most beautiful thing right there, right? Yeah. Frequency connects us. Anything else you want to add to your story with all this at all, or?
No, I'm not much of a speaker either, which is part of an issue.
You're going to get better, especially the more you get supercharged. You won't be able to hush it up. That's my experience. Okay, so getting into this, thank you for those what you've had to share, ladies. I appreciate it. Okay, what we're talking about is making a list now of people to reach out to in this last month. And as I was saying earlier on, gosh, sometimes Lisa, we wake up at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just, a lot of us do, us go-getters and motivated individuals out there. And that's when a lot of people come in. So here's a few things that you could do is, number one, I would make a notepad on your phone of people that you're going to reach out to this week. Okay. You're going to make a notepad on your phone of the people to reach out to. And number two, what I like to do is I call this phone roulette. So I'll go through my contact cards, my contacts on my phone, and I'll just spin it like a Wheel of Fortune, and I'll spin it, stop, and then I see all those people, and I can scan through it, and you're going to find out who resonates with you to reach out to right there, okay? Phone roulette, or Wheel of Phone, right? Or Wheel of, what do you call it? Phone of Fortune, right? Whatever. I don't know. But instead of wondering who you're going to call, it's just amazing. I mean, I've got 11,000 people on my phone right here. And as Grant Cardone said, your phone is your weapon, right? Your phone is your weapon for wealth right here. This is going to make you do very well. And everyone needs what we have. So also, obviously, taking your understanding of what Healy is, the frequency that everyone needs is that level of understanding. I mean, really meditate on that maybe when you're using Healy, because I found that with meditation and stuff and holding my hands out and really, I have found that you just really can tie your words into the frequency. It's been so powerful. Lisa, do you have a device yet or no? Still waiting. I can't wait till these things start coming to people a little bit sooner here, a little faster. So that's going to be happening here shortly. Can't wait for that. I'm just going to change my frequencies of concentration. I usually do a regeneration. Also here, okay, let me see what else I have here. Give me 1 second, please. So Lisa, why don't you say, how are you reaching out to people right now during this time, moving the last week? Where do you see your business going? And do you feel the pressure to really kick some tail before this next week here, because it's such a great deal?
I personally love like the last week, right? Because there's this pressure. Yeah, I've been focusing on my other 2 businesses and I haven't reached it. And then yesterday, like the little Healy guide came in and was like, poke, start reaching out again. So I literally just started doing this yesterday and today. So it's funny that we're talking about this. And the thing that came through for me was I used to be an equine physical therapist. I used to work on horses. And so that's coming in as far as like reaching out to some trainers, reaching out to some people who have horses, because horses are always injured. They've always got issues. And they're performance animals, so they need a lot of assistance. I also have an animal communication business. Yeah. So I just sent an email out this morning reaching out to those animal communication clients, saying like, hey, this is a device that you can use on both you and your animals. So I just sent that out. But it feels to me like, yeah, reaching out to some of those animals. It's really interesting to me. I'll give you guys this little tip. People fucking love their animals. They will spend the money first on their animals before they do it to themselves. Mm-hmm. So if you have any inlets like that regarding animals, it's really, really powerful. They adore taking care of their animals. So it's a great way to utilize that.
Yeah, most definitely. I kind of have questions about, how the Healy connects to the animals. Obviously they got their little furry critters.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best way to. That's why down the road I see potential like some kind of, maybe Healy gets into some kind of mat. Who knows what they're going to do in the future?
Mm-hmm.
To apply those frequencies because I want to treat my cat. I want to treat my children. Not treat, but administer the frequency. Supplementation, I call it, and stuff. And anyways, it's amazing. And so another thing that we all can do here is, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and let me see, we got welcome. We have Sandra Oliveras here with us now. Sandra, if you want to say hello, that would be great. Let me see here. And I'm going to show you all something. I'm going to turn this into a screen share. I'm going to show you a little trick here. 1 second, please. I got all these things. I'm going to show you a screenshot on my Facebook here. All right, we're going to go ahead and screenshot. I'm going to show you another trick here because a lot of people don't really know how to market online in this little tactic here. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to show you all how to do, who's not familiar with doing hashtag searches on Facebook? I'm sure, Lisa, you're probably kind of savvy to this. Sarah, yeah. And what is your, do you understand how hashtag searches work on Facebook? No? Okay, no? Well, let's get into it like you don't know. Okay, so what we do is, frequency is a big word. I think pretty much the only thing that's discussed on frequency, I'm just closing out this window so we have it all. Gosh, I wish these just wouldn't do it. So what you can do is you can come up to the top right here. Whoopsie. No. You can come to the very, very top and you can do a hashtag search. So if you come in here and you go hashtag frequency, right? This is going to bring up everyone that's talking about frequency. 1 second, gosh, dang, these things right here. Okay, so you come in here and first it's going to give you the groups of things that people talking about frequency and all this. Okay, there you go. I think we're finally making progress here. Perfect. So you come down here. And you can actually come down, if you continue scrolling down, it's going to bring up everything that people are talking about with frequency. I'm trying to scroll down here. Everyone loves sending political stuff right now. Everyone's sending, and it's like, hello, I'm already woke. I don't need any more political stuff sent to me, right? But anyways, these things right here, it's going to bring up, so this is frequency. You can see there's a lot of my posts right here where I've used hashtag frequency. And I would encourage you all when you're doing Facebook, when you're doing Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and stuff like this, and even LinkedIn, even though LinkedIn seems to be the worst place for me to drive business. I don't know why, but LinkedIn, I drive a lot of traffic on, okay, there's Alexander and I giving a session right there. That's interesting. Okay, so anyways, you can do this hashtag search and see, here we go, this person right here. Theonade, okay, this is an artist. Check this out. Is an artist, 8.3 thousand likes. So that guy is talking about hashtag frequency, the series. Interesting. So what you can do is you can actually come down to, let me see here. I'm gonna go down to, give me 1 second here. Frequency. Okay. Healy. Let me see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna type in Healy here, and I've got this in my notes. So I have, I'm looking for a certain, okay, that's that frequency health. Okay, so there's this official video for Healy. I copy this, right? This one video, and I'll show you what video this is real quick. 1 second, please. It's this video right here. So this is the official, I call this the official Healy commercial is what I call this. Whether that's the case or not, I don't know, but it works. You guys have seen this video. It's just the piano one. I know you all have seen it, who's on the call. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll come to Facebook again, and these people, whoever's talking about frequency, I'll click on their post. And just a heads up, yes, we are going to be doing some light spamming here today, but it ties in, it's relevant to the hashtag that they're talking about, so that is added value. And I'll give them a like, so I'll show some love. I don't know who this person is. You know, we'll show some more love. We're following him. This is a recording artist, very interesting. And then it'll be like, and then I'll comment. I'll say, hello, okay, hello, Than, okay, I'm just, this is what I'm feeling. Great info. Okay. You are sharing. Okay. I'm just writing a little memo note. Okay. I say, have you seen this 2.5 min vid on hashtag frequency? And then I'll put boom, boom. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just copy this for my next little spam thing, and boom, and then just put that right there. Okay, so that's one. Now, if you do this this is how I first started planning my Healy business, but now obviously I'm focused more on my team and stuff like this, so I don't have time for spamming. I get my assistant to do this or something like this. But think, every single person you're getting here, I mean, this is a commission of $100 to $500, right, on this. I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, here's esocentric philosophy, Buddha, spiritual vibration, right here, this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and again click on this post right here. Boom. Again, great info, esoteric. So I want to have it personalized a little bit, because I don't like when something. If someone calls me my name and they give me some relevant information, I feel it kind of ties in this genre, which I definitely feel. I'm sure you guys, it ties in what we're talking about here, even though I haven't read the whole post. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. You know, maybe even put a hashtag Healy at the end of this. I don't know. That's not too spam, I don't think. I'll take the risk, right? And I'm going to copy this whole thing this time, because now next time I paste this, I got this fine tuned. I'm going to go ahead and just put the name. I'll switch that out. So boom, there's that. Now, Facebook will let you get away with this for doing this like maybe 20 times or something like that before they, you know, consider it spamming. Love, light, life. 1 second here. I'm just going to go like, I'm just going to go like this and mute out for a second. All. Okay, mute all. And then I'll come back here. Okay, so here you go. There's Lisa. And then we come down another one. So you guys get the point. I'll just do one more real quick. This page, whoops. I want that particular post because I know that post ties into the hashtag frequency right there. So wherever that was right there. Excuse me. Scroll down. Arrows, find it real fast. But now you can copy this entire thing, and let's say now we can go to Twitter, for example, right? So you type in Twitter hashtag, watch this. And Twitter seems, Twitter's okay. I'd say the most of my business comes from Facebook. I would encourage you to have a Twitter. I will show you, this is my Twitter page right here. Let me see, it looks like Lisa fell off by accident there or whatever. So we can come out here, we can go hashtag frequency. Well, here's my Twitter page, first of all, okay? So that's my Twitter page right here. And then if I come down here and I do a hashtag frequency here again, okay, it's gonna bring up all these things right here. Look at this. So if it's about Wi-Fi frequencies or anything like this, I really honestly don't care about that so much. I want to get more into like the spiritual vibrate love kind of type thing. This is more of a post that's relative. And since you're limited to the amount of time, things that you can post online, let's say Twitter just lets me get away with maybe 15 posts and Facebook lets me get away with 20 of these or something like this. I want to go after the posts that have the most comments, the most likes, the most retweets, that kind of thing. Like this is just one. And you're going to find a lot of people talking about frequency in disclosure paranormal. Let's go find some that has a lot of posts. So this one right here, environment was God within, boom. This looks kind of a cool video. I don't know, even though it's not a lot of comments, I'll go ahead again. I'll give some love. It's talking about this and that. And I'll say, boom. Okay, watch this. Okay, Trey. All right, and make that personalized again. Healy frequency health technology. Okay, okay. So then I'm gonna come down again. Let's just do one more for the fun of it here. Boom. Today I choose to live with gratitude. This is a good example right here. This post right here, you can see has 35 hearts. Again, we're gonna give a like. It's got 12 retweets. That's cool. Today I choose to live with gratitude for my heart that fills my heart, the peace at rest within my spirit, and the voice of hope. Da da da. We're gonna go ahead and click on comment right here. Boom. That's good stuff right there. And this is the last one I'm going to do, guys. You, ladies, you get the picture of how powerful this is. So there really, truly isn't a reason. Would you say, Sally, that if you did this, what I just shared with you, for a half an hour a day, imagine the great damage that you could do online, a half an hour a day. I'm going to stop share right here. A half an hour a day going about do this. So what I've shared with you thus far is number one, making that name list every single morning of people that you're going to work with, that come to your mind in the morning, who you're going to reach out to. Number two, I taught you how to, I'm going to do a notepad right here, chat. Okay, so the phone pad situation, scrolling through your phone, playing roulette, Wheel of Fortune with your contacts, see who resonates with there. And I would encourage you to have just so to make this very simple on your brain, so you can put more focus into who you're going to reach out to than rather than what you're going to say to them. Is I would create a micro sales pitch on this, is what I call this. Okay, so what I mean, I call this a micro sales pitch. All it is basically is what I just shared with you, which was boom. Here, I just sent that thing through the chat. Hey, hello. Maybe I would say hello. We'll say Sally. Have you seen this? Let me stretch this out for a second. I'm just putting this to the thing. Okay. This is all I'm sending out to people. And have you seen this too on frequency? Okay. Okay. And so here's this. I will copy this thing that I'm sending to you right now. It's in the chat right now. All it says is, hello, Sally, comma, have you seen this 2.5-minute video on frequency? Maybe you want to say good morning, so it's not more kind of tied to a time, so it'll even less become spammy that you're talking about that specific time right there. All these things, addressing by their name. I don't like it when people just hit me with information. I don't care who it is, if they're not calling me by my name, because your name is your most that's your most powerful. You're Sally. Sally, check this information out. Instead of, hey, check this information out. So cheap that way, right? So you want to have that kind of energy going out there like that. So go ahead and feel free to copy this micro sales pitch, as I call this. You want to go ahead and you want to make sure that you have this video that you're sending out to them. It's not my video, that it's actually your video on your YouTube channel. And if you haven't seen the video on how to upload videos on YouTube, please take a look at my other channel. I'll actually put the information in the description box on this YouTube video that I upload today as a training. So that's really, I'm just gonna leave it at this, guy, ladies. Gentlemen, it's 9:26. I'm gonna open it up for any kind of questions right now of things. But again, we want to make the most out of this week right here. I don't really need to rely on my upline because I close everyone. But right now I want to focus on you all and helping you close. I have 200 people on my front lines. I want to focus on helping you all close every single person that you talk to right here, okay? But also work with your chain of command, as we call it in the military. Military fly right there. Okay, excuse me. Chain of command, meaning I was in the military for 8 years. The people above you, we have this, because if I'm sitting here and I'm getting hit with 11,000 plus people, my genealogy hit me up and have me close, we still want to, it's not about that. We want to help educate leadership all the way to the top and have that energy flow. But if you feel there's someone out there that I need to talk to, then go ahead and just drop me a text. And my number is 206-396-9778. Again, that's 206-396-9778. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and open up for any questions. Sally, Sandra, if you guys have any questions real quick, where is, I don't know how to mute. Okay. But feel free to unmute and just say last little things here and tell me what you thought about this feedback, how to be extremely effective. Okay. Because if you do this for a half an hour in a day, focus like I just did, you saw me just send this out to at least 10 people right there, basically like that. And if your social media is looking right, I'm just going to touch base on this real quick. You want to have a nice balanced social media. You want to have a consistency in your social media. You want to have stuff out there, and be transparent. I like to have some family stuff on my page. I like to have motivational stuff on my page. I don't want to be sales pitchy all the time like this. You want to use the hashtags. You want to have a picture of yourself not hidden. You want to be, so people can understand, and everyone resonates with other people out there. So there's going to be people that are drawn to your life if you go ahead and have that social media etiquette. All right.
Yeah, I did get my YouTube page set up. It was a love-hate relationship, I got to be telling you, because yeah, it's been up for 3 days now. But it was a challenge for me. I had watched your video.
Yeah.
And you recorded video when you were helping people set up. I couldn't see your screen, so I wasn't really.
I have another video that's about that. A closer one, if you want me to send that over to you. You want me to send it over to you?
Yeah, because I'm learning tips and tricks as I go along, finding things along the way,
There you go.
adding new hashtags on it and all of that. So it has been a challenge, but these little tips and tricks today are awesome because I have reached out on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Twitter, and the YouTube, and they are all connected.
That's awesome. That's awesome. 1 second, please. I'm going to go ahead and send you that, Sally, while we're on that note. So here's an 18-minute video with a close-up. I just sent that over to you right there. Okay. There you go. Then we have Sandra Oliveras. I don't know. Sandra, are you there?
I am.
Good
Hello,
morning.
both of you.
Hello.
Yeah. So what do you think, Sandra, of this info?
I think it's effing amazing because I don't really market myself in that way. So this is a whole new concept for me.
Right.
And I'm very new to this. I ordered a residence end of May. Haven't received it obviously yet. But all this information is just amazing. I haven't seen your video on the YouTube, so I'm going to look into that. I don't have a presence there at all yet.
Sandra, we'll definitely help you with that. Sandra, would you text so you're not putting online right here, but would you put your cell phone number in the chat right here or drop me a text, please, and I'll send this information over to you?
Sure.
Okay, so you have my number. Do you have my number?
No, I don't.
Okay, take this down, please, and then text me your full name, your username, and your email address, please, and who you're.
Oh, I did that already, honey.
Oh, you did, sweetie. Okay, okay? Well, can you drop me one more?
Yeah,
text?
because I get your emails.
Okay, could you drop me a text though here after this call? There's my number, 206-396-9778, and let me get this information over to you right away. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Okay, I see Sandra there. Perfect. I appreciate that. I'll get that over to you. We had Bernice Skinner just hop in. Bernice she's up here in Washington State. She's really crushing it. She's becoming more and more passionate. Bernice, am I putting words in your mouth? Are you?
Well, I'm passionate, and I've always been passionate, but I love Healy and the company's commitment and everything, so it makes me want to work hard.
Yeah, and you still don't even have your device yet, huh?
Not yet. Nope. I'm not waiting for the device because I know it's going to be a good product.
Yes, I love it. I've never seen a dedication. By the way, Sandra, I just texted you. You probably got that text message right there, huh? I think probably. So that's that. Perfect. So yeah, it's really interesting because I really feel and I do believe and know that we are actually feeding off of the frequencies of each other in this conversation, like the message that you're getting from me and my level of commitment to this, like the vibe of it all. I feel it really just comes into everyone else's life that hears what we're talking about here, which will allow and empower you to build this because it truly is the real deal. So very excited for you all to have the devices in hand. It's gonna be a whole nother level once this comes. It's just, I can't imagine the growing pains the company's going through, but we're backed by a $15 billion super hedge fund with $100 million put into this project. So there's no reason why they're not going to pull through on this. I'm positive.
Ryan, can I ask a question?
Of course, go ahead.
Can we use hashtag Healy on our Facebook?
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hashtags that I recommend is I'll put this in the thing below here. I'll put hashtag Healy, hashtag, I like to use this one, quantum evolution. Here's another one, raise your vibration, or else you can, another one is vibe with us, stuff like this, or raise your frequency. Let me see. I don't know. A lot of people are even using like 5D, which is like fifth dimension, as another thing that you can use for fun. Hashtag chakras. These kind of things are hot and trending. Now that's another thing that we could have gone ahead and did a hashtag search, just like we did the hashtag frequency, what I showed you on Facebook and Instagram here a few minutes ago, doing hashtag chakras. Oh, by the way, you gotta see this new necklace right here. Isn't that beautiful? It's this, what's that called? This one right here. This is we were talking about rocks and crystals earlier on, right? It's I don't know, some kind of
Labradorite.
Labradorite, exactly. Yeah, this is a heavy one right here. So this is a new one. Thank you, Instagram. I was like, I want that. Anyways, yeah, that's that. Any other questions at all? No. We're fast. We're to the point. I'm teaching you guys a whole bunch more than I'd say anyone else in the company. Out of 20,000+ people, you're getting tips here that no one else is really sharing how easy this is. These are tricks that have helped me recruit, 200 people plus now, front lines. I've given away so many people. I've probably recruited about 250 people, honestly, just from these simple tricks right here. Pretty cool, huh? Let's do it. So I want all you guys to be able to recruit. I mean, if I could have you guys, everyone that sees this information, recruit 25 people, recruit 10 people. We teach us how easy it is to go ahead and get that. There's no reason if you put a half an hour to an hour every single, 5 days a week, 6 days. Hey, I say go ahead and do it 7 days a week. Why you can't have 10 recruits in the first month? There's no, you need help closing them. So what you're going to do in the next step is once you send that 2.5-minute video out to them, they watch that right there. Let's see that I'm going to role play with you here for a second, okay? Because the next follow-up steps. Well, how they're typically going to reply back is if they're interested, they're going to say interesting, okay? And so what you're going to do next is you're going to just say, well, is it? I'd love to share some more information with you. Do you have time either today or tomorrow for a call? Always give people 2 options so they're not feeling cornered at all. Okay, you want people to feel trapped. Okay, you're like, can't play hard to get, tomorrow's just fine, no problem, and stuff like this. And they'll feel that vibration right there, and that'll resonate well with them. No high pressure. And then another thing that you can do is if they're engaging in stuff, say, do you mind if I add you to this Facebook group with over 3,000 people in it that are all like-minded in this? And then you want to add them to our frequency health technology page there. You guys are all in there. So you want to make sure that link will actually be in this video description as well for those that are checking this video on the replay. And so once they have that, then they're going to get the notifications. But you want to encourage people to set up a free account as fast as possible. Say, hey, look, what's really cool about this company is you can lock a free position now. I'm dedicated to building this every single day. And everyone that I bring into the company, I'm going to be putting underneath you. And, when you choose to do something with it, if you ever do, you'll have a lot of people underneath you. Like this morning, I logged into my friend Brandy's account. It was her first time she logged in because I had to check that had her information. I was signing someone up underneath her for the first time. And I logged in there, and there was, and I knew it was the first time I'd been people that she had been in. And because I had to check the box and I accept the terms, and anyways, when I logged in there, she had 1.1 million points underneath her, and she's just a free member. You think that now I'm going to call her at the end of the day. Now, excuse me, here in a few minutes after this call and tell her what's going on. Hey, Brandy, there's a 1.1 million points right there. And check this out. If you take 1.1 million points, let me show you the math on this real quick, okay? In cycle volume, this is how you figure this out. If you come to your calculator, and you go, let's say 1,100,000 points right there, okay? And you times that by 15%, times 0.15. That's a potential commission payout. If you made the other leg larger than that on a site, if you took 15%, it's $165,000 in commission that potentially, if you made the other leg run away and this thing was cashing out in commissions right there, 15% off your weakest leg, $165,000 potential right there just sitting here just right after we've opened up the United States, and she just brought in her first person. That's humongous, isn't it? Like, that's what we call FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Because how could you say no to that? And that is going to build belief in a person to really take action. Now they're going to go to their people and say, this is crazy. I have 1.1 million points. We just opened up in the United States. This is how Brandy should be approaching her business today with these words I'm just mentioning right now. They're like, what? 1.1 million? That's crazy. Yeah. Go ahead.
So Ryan, are you the one who adds the people to everyone, or are there other people like the company who add people to your team?
Well, I don't get any spillover anymore because I do get spillover because everyone above me has to add one person left and right, which is gonna, one of those people is gonna fall underneath me. I think I'm on a left leg here above Martin. So that's my pay leg right there because I've outraced him so much going down my other leg, which is like just ridiculous. It's like 1.5 million points is down that other leg now. So, that spillover does happen, but I never, when I come into a company like this, we want to focus on the people below us, because every dud knows a stud, right? Everyone knows 6 degrees separation, whether you're reaching out to the Amen Clinic, whether you're reaching out. I've got some NFL Hall of Famers that are coming into this. Just a heads up, I can't say any names. I had a call the other day with one of the top people in the NFL, and they're very much loving Healy. There's more information to come on this, but just watch what's about to happen, because I truly believe that everyone in the NFL, you know, they need to go ahead and apply these frequencies to make it so they're not inflamed, because that inflammation causes brain issues when you're getting smacked all day long, right? So they need to reset. So I'm such a firm believer that everyone in the NFL needs this technology, you know, in all the sporting events. So.
Well, I have a question, and that is, in order for us to open up the compensation plan fully, we have to have a subscription, and we don't have our Healys to use. Are we supposed to go ahead and buy a subscription and just pay for it once we've signed up people?
Okay, so on that note, this is what I tell people is, first of all, they're like, oh, what is a subscription? This is how I address the situation. Okay, first of all, they're not really kicking off the subscription thing, that I understand, until all the little kinks and everything are all worked out here. I don't expect them to be doing that until the auto ship, is coming into people in a week or 10 days tops, right? So I think they're not going to have that implemented. But once they do have that implemented, and how I'm sharing this with people is be like, look, and from what I understand, I may be inaccurate here, but this is what I say for now, is I say, look, you can get paid on your frontline sales there, you know, by without having a subscription. You get paid on this frontline sales, but if you want to get paid on your entire team, you're gonna want you're gonna want a subscription. That subscription, let's say it's $50 a month or whatever it is, that basically can be done just off of one purchase in a year, almost. You know, let's say 50 times 12. Whatever, is $600, $700 or whatever. I don't know the exact numbers on this, but my point is, when people see how easy this is to duplicate, and they want those 10% check matches on all their front lines, and they want those 5%, you know, for those other 7 levels deep underneath that front line right there, you know, they're going to go ahead and just do it. And once you experience the technology, why wouldn't you want digital nutrition to really get the best of the best and be that walking billboard, if that's what you plan on making a paycheck over at Healy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has to be 50 PV, and that's the price of the digital nutrition, or the points for the digital nutrition, unless you ordered some others and they added up to the 50 PV.
But the thing about, and the thing that I understand about that as well, Bernice, is that it can come from also from volume underneath you as well, too.
Right.
So with that being said, I just call it a wash. You know, it really truly is, and that's a really good stair step up in regards to maximizing compensation plan with little burden financially to a person.
Well, you were talking about the legs, and so my understanding is that the weaker leg is the leg that has the least amount of sales volume.
Right.
And that's what we'd be paid on. And so we have to watch our legs and how we're building to know where to place people.
You know, I mean, there's been times in my business, Bernice, where I first started off with the runaway leg, left leg. I started building my right leg. Then what happened is I caught that right leg up to my left leg. And so that's just kind of like starting back at zero in terms of cycling once you have it like that. And then there's a point where I'm just like putting people left and right and left and right and left and right. Eventually you're gonna come across some builders that just blow out the leg on this, and you're gonna watch and put more attention. Now what happens is every person that comes into Healy, they're gonna go into the holding tank, okay? You'll have to manually place them. But let's say, Vernice, that you sign up Tom, we'll just make up some names here. You sign up Sally, okay? And Sally goes ahead as a free member. Let's say she's a free member. Let's say that Sally signs up Sandra underneath Sandra, and you have not placed Sally. She's in the holding tank. But let's say that Sandra goes ahead and purchases a device before Sally does, okay? Sally's going to get commission, but what that's going to do is automatically going to trigger within that holding tank to automatically place Sally into your weakest leg, because as soon as Sandra owns a device, she's got to be placed, and the system will do that. That's why you want to check your holding tank, especially in the infancy stages. You know, if you want to be specific where someone goes, Okay, I know you've been kind of thinking about this. I'm glad you're here today for this conversation.
Yeah, well, thank you so very much for answering that. I appreciate it. The other question is, I think you did talk to my new recruit, and her name is Gayla, and she was asking about, as a practitioner, how she could go ahead and buy a bunch of Healys without it counting towards her, and to make sure that when she sells it to someone, they can get their commission and everything. And so we've been trying, I think you told her about it, but you kind of forgot a little bit of it. And so I'm trying to sell to a lot of practitioners right now. So is it too complicated for you to explain it right now, or you'd like to wait?
No, not at all. So this is how you want to structure that, okay? So how I would do this, let's say you're selling it to a practitioner. Let's say that you sign up Tom's Chiropractic or something like that. Make a name up, right? Okay. You sign up the chiropractic business, and he's like, well, you know what? I want to have 10 in my storefront on my little shelf right here. Okay. So what Tom would do is, what I encourage you to do is buy. Okay. So you have that position, you have Tom. And then what you want to do, let me just, here, I'll take this piece of paper and draw it out for you real fast. One second, please. You have, okay, there you go. Okay. So let's say you have Tom, and then, okay, you got Tom right there. And let's say Tom's going to buy 5. Just make this easy real quick. You're going to go ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to set up 5 dummy accounts underneath Tom right here, okay? You're not inputting a social security number or anything like this underneath this. Tom's going to receive the commission on this. So Tom obviously is going to have his banking information filled out there. You follow?
Yes.
Okay. You don't need to have banking information to just do a purchase for, let's call this frequency 1 account, frequency 2, frequency 3, frequency 4. I mean, make it something decent at least. Maybe you make it quantum evolution 1, quantum evolution, whatever, something cool, you know, by, you know, Healy. No, you just leave Healy out of the word. I don't think you can put Healy in the name on your affiliate link. Okay.
Okay.
Don't use Healy. Don't use Healy. I think that's best not to use Healy. As another compliance little note right there. Okay. So frequency, vibe, you know, anything cool like that. Does that make sense? So you're going to have those. Now, when Tom sells one of these devices in his store, he's going to give that account to the purchaser of that device right there. Okay. And then that person can go inside there and switch in the back office, not the username. Maybe down the road they can change the username. They're potentially stuck with that unit. Who cares? Okay, but then they can go ahead and put their personal information in there, you know, their bank account information, their home mailing address, and all that stuff. Is that the answer?
Okay, that makes sense. Yes, that makes sense.
So I mean, if Tom is doing that, you know, and he sold just 5 devices, pulling $100 commission off $500, that's a great deal. Especially, I would really encourage this. Like, I'm going to buy at least 2 or 3 more devices before this week is up, because sometimes you have those people. I don't want to say always, because people don't, you know, they don't need experience this technology. When someone says, well, I want to see if the technology works, it's like, no. The technology is proven to work. It's not about that, right? Just get the technology in your hands. So go ahead.
Right.
I do like to feel low now.
Thanks.
I've got a question. Piggyback on Bernice's question. If I wanted to buy 3 more Healys, to share with other people, and perhaps they would buy the Healy, would I do a dummy accounts like that?
Yeah.
And do you only need the name and no address or anything on that?
Yeah, you have to use a separate email address. So maybe you need to go make up another email address, and then you'll go ahead and just put a name and, you know, whatever in there. Okay. And then, I mean, I'm not saying to do this, but potentially let's say you get these for $500. I don't know what's necessarily stopping you. And I'm not, you know, this is a compliance question to look into, but what's stopping you from selling this for $600 when you're getting this right now for potentially $500, make it an extra pay yourself $100 commission, sell it for $100. This is something I don't see how it can be stopped personally, right? But I would like to hear compliance what they have to say about this, because all you do, I don't see why they would care if you're selling that account, right? And you're making another $100, and you're still giving these people $400 off because they're getting $1,000 thing for $600 instead of you know, $1,000, right?
Right, especially when the promotion ends. Exactly. You get during the promotion, you know.
Right. And again, what if you bought $1,500 accounts and they're saving you $900, and you're telling these people, well, I don't know. Again, this is a compliance question. I'm just kind of hypothetical in my mind. My mind is spinning how to take advantage of the situation as much as possible in a positive way to help out people down the road that I have coming in. So yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Awesome. Well, I think we should just conclude on that for now. Vernice and Sandra and Sally, thank you for being here today. Great call, I think. Enjoyed being with you all. So we will do our next call. Just a heads up on the calendar. I'll put this out. If you're not on my mailing list, please put your email here in the chat if you're not getting the notifications. That way, when I shift these appointments out for the next one, our next call is going to be on Friday. Just a heads up. And that's going to be at, we're going to do that at 9 o'clock in the morning on Pacific on next Friday. So I'm shifting that right now. Okay, boom, boom. Okay. Is there any other question? Go ahead.
No, but that was a great call. This has been a great meeting, and thanks for all the good information.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's been shifted. It sounds like someone just got a notification of my event already. Boom. That's good, right? So Vernice, check out the rest of this YouTube video. You're going to see a lot of extra pointers. You're a little late, but there's some great information all the way through this. So, all right, y'all, go ahead.
I've got one more question. How do I know who my upline is? The upline that I know is all very new, just like I am.
Sally, I'll give you a call after this, and we'll conclude this. And okay, I'll give you a call in a minute. All right, awesome. And also, do you have anything else, Sandra? Or are you good?
I am great. Thank you so much for this information.
Good, good. You are welcome. So you got my video. Watch that 18-minute video, Sandra, and then text me afterwards.
Yes.
Okay? I'll talk to you shortly. Okay.
Fleshman Zoom. Fleshman Zoom.
What?
Thank you.
The Fleshman Zoom at 10.
Oh, there we go. All right. Take care. Mwah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right.